Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. And today's video I am going to show you how to secure JCB equipment. It's actually relatively easy. Almost all JCB equipment, the hull is the same, but today we're going to be showing you how to secure a 409 loader and a 509 telehandler. So this is the 509 telehandler, weighs about 22,000 pounds, and I believe the loader right here, this 409 loader, weighs about 11 to 13,000 pounds. So both units require at least 4 points of securement of tie downs, which is what I have. Weight wise, currently we're about 36,000 poundish. I'm 70,000 pounds gross right now. And the way I set this up is is going to be my first drop, and this is going to be my second drop because it's a 2-drop load. Now here's the problem though. If this was any other way, I might have to run spread axle, but because I was able to strategically place where the weight goes, where the engine is typically is a little bit more heavier than the front. So with the engine being placed mostly in the back, I kind of knew where my weight was. So I knew that I could place my weight here and then place my weight here. That way, most of my weight is down up here on the trailer, which I am around 33,000 pounds in the back over here. Now, if this was flipped and the engine would be towards the rear of the trailer, I would have to run spread axle. Now, you can cross chain if you want, and you don't have to cross chain if you don't want. That doesn't matter. So I cross chain on this telehandler in the front up here, and since it's only 22,000 pounds, I only needed to run 4 tie downs over here like that, and then I chain down over here. And I use J hooks in my trailer. You may not have J hooks, they may have to secure around the blocks on the rub rail, but I have specifically just chained it down to the J hooks. And we have 4 chains running here, and as DOT regulations state, the boom also has to be secured with a chain or strap, and in this case the best case scenario is a chain. And why do I have it pulling both ways? Now, when there is no forks on this equipment, this is the most down position level possible, so it doesn't actually technically hit the bottom of the trailer, so that's the farthest down it can go. Now, why do I have it going both ways like that? One pulling front, one pulling back. Well, because the hydraulics still move under pressure even with the equipment turned off. So in order to stabilize the hydraulics from moving back and forth, you want your equipment either pulling against the open position towards getting it close so it doesn't move no farther, or into both ways to put it in a neutral state. Now, as far as the loader is concerned, this is a loader that if you drive yourself kind of hard to maneuver because it kind of has a middle steering, so the whole thing twists. So I put 2 chains in the back over here, and I put 2 chains over here as well. As you can see, they're running like that up there. Now, of course, again, on your bucket you do need a chain or strap to go there. Now, here's what I can tell you what needs to be done. I put a chain over there. And why did I put a chain over there? Well, I put it this way, pulling this way, because again, this is the most downward position. If I pull that way, this is technically a bucket, it starts leaning this way. So as I'm driving, it's opening it up because the hydraulics still will move if the equipment is turned off. So I have it pulling that way. That way it's pushing it into the closed or maximum position where the hydraulics cannot open anymore, and that way keeping it down and secure, and the chains cannot be loose whatsoever. So don't forget this very important piece of equipment. It can come with a locking pin. Make sure if it has a locking pin to put it in. If you don't have a locking pin, not to worry, it's not a DOT violation. What you must do is actually add more chains, which would be right here if you didn't have the locking pin. But I have the locking pin, so make sure you always put the locking pin in. That way it doesn't go anywhere. And don't forget to make sure this pin is over here as well. And there you have it. And that's how you secure JCB equipment for the most part. Remember, 4 points of tie downs or contact. If it's over 9,999 pounds. So 10,000 pounds or more, you need 4 chains, basically 4 corners to tie down. Not canceled. Guys, I'm EDDIEV. 2004 turn right. This particular package, drive an attempt on the 6 Series.